A little bit.
A
It's a
little
little
bit.
rough lately.
Yo.
A little bit rough lately. So I think I have the light set. It's like that mid setting where it's like the natural with a little bit of the
Yeah.
like white luminescent light.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you like. Did you just sit and mess with it?
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, because I was like, oh, I see a little bit of shadow, but that's normal. So I asked Daniel, and so he said set one a little bit brighter, or maybe I read it. I don't know. I think he said it, but one brighter,
Oh,
one
okay.
less. And then yeah, just play around with it because you probably noticed the last podcast it was a bit darker. I don't know. I noticed that
It
mine
looked
was better. It
okay
did
to
look okay.
me,
Yeah.
but it was just well because I don't have the shades open this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I shut them because it was casting shadows after a
Mm.
certain point in the morning.
Right.
Like I
Right.
could see it in the background, and I was like, oh, and then so it was like crossing across
Yes.
my face like
Yes.
like the sun. So I was like, okay, let me shut those. I got the lights, but I have them set at the same setting. It looks okay to me, but I guess we'll
Okay.
just have
It
to watch
looks.
back the
I think it
recording and
looks good.
play.
I think it looks good. How are you doing?
I might have to start popping on with some makeup, yo.
Oh. Oh, girl, I don't have the energy to do that. No, thank you.
I mean, I don't either, but I'm just like, oh, we are looking. I sat down and I was like, oh, we looking tired today, sis. We're
Yeah.
over. It's okay.
Did you have a late
It
night?
happens. It's real life.
Did you have a late night?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Did you have a late
I
night?
didn't have a late night. No, it's just been a lot of stuff going
Mm.
on over the last few
Yeah.
days. Um, we had the late night on
Mm-hmm.
Friday. I think I finally settled down into bed at like 11.
Mm.
Slept in a little bit, and then the girls had some mommy do's.
Mm.
Mommy,
Yeah.
can we? Mommy, can we? So
Oh.
we ran errands all together yesterday for a little bit. Got my normal ingredient meal prep done,
Yeah.
and then we started doing the gingerbread houses.
I saw
Because normally
that.
I do, yeah, normally I do the pre-built ones, but last couple years they've been pissing me off,
Yeah.
and they've been broken. Like
Mm.
pieces have been like broken off. So I was like, forget it. So I got the ones that we could build, and I had remembered I'd seen a hack. I don't know, maybe last year where they were like, "You're not going to eat the gingerbread houses anyway, so just hot glue those bitches." And I was like,
I know. I like that.
"Bet."
I was gonna say that's an awesome idea. And yes, I have a hot glue gun too.
Well, especially when you have multiple kids, and both of them or like
My
all
son
of them are
uses
like,
them.
"I need
Yeah.
mommy, I need help," and you're like in
Oh,
all different
and they never
places being pulled.
stick. They never
No.
stick.
So let me tell you, like I did one kid at a time, and I think each kid took max 20 minutes. And I had or I had like my little village too that I had to
Mm-hmm.
set up. So I guinea pigged on myself to make sure like the hot glue wouldn't ruin the
Yeah.
gingerbread. Because I didn't want full blown meltdowns that I ruined their
Mm.
stuff if the hot glue didn't work. So worst case scenario, mommy's got messed up. Oh well, not a big deal.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, those suckers set in like less than 2 minutes.
Wow.
It was
Yeah, they would.
perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
I haven't done that yet, so I'm gonna do that.
Because I've done the royal icing in the past, but I've always done it to where we do it at the night before to let them set
Yes.
overnight.
Yes.
So that way, like, they're not decorating and it's falling to pieces, and then now everybody's just losing their minds. So
Mm-hmm.
I woke up, they're still standing, they're sturdy. I'm moving them around, they're good.
Nice. Perfect.
So
Yeah, they just want to
hot
decorate
glue.
it. They're not gonna eat it. They're
Yeah,
not gonna even the
no,
candy, the candy's not even that good that it comes with. It's
no,
like
it's always hard
stale,
stuff.
hard. Break a fucking tooth. My new crown. God, I'd probably break that too, chewing on that shit.
God, I need a new
Oh.
crown because the crown that they put on like is
Mm.
a shoddy crown apparently.
Oh,
And
okay.
it didn't, it's not sealed properly, so now stuff is getting stuck up in there, so I'm always constantly flossing back there.
Oh.
It's annoying,
And you
but
have smelly
whatever.
breath. Just kidding.
Come here, smell it.
Yeah. I might have a little bit of that stick stuck in there.
Meat stick, the meat stick is stuck in the back of my tooth. Oh, God.
Collecting bacteria
Oh.
over days. No.
Clearly we haven't spoken enough lately.
No,
because usually we get the degenerate squirrel shit out of the way.
I
but
know.
apparently today we got to get to it. Because you were kind of MIA yesterday too. How were you?
I was MIA, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm fine.
Sometimes we got to. It's cool.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes it's a good thing when you're MIA. It just means you're like just in the moment and present with wherever you need to be in that moment. So.
yeah, and I'll be honest, like I haven't been as active on social media in general. Like, and you know that we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Um, and so that, and then like the weekends, the kids are home and there's lots going on, right? And last
It's
thing
the
I want to
holidays.
do,
It's
yeah,
busy too.
yeah, I don't,
Because
yeah,
the kids are already like on me. They're like, Mom, like they're asking my schedule. As soon as you're done working, Mom, like, are we doing? And we're doing the thing, and I'm like, yes, we're doing gingerbread houses. We're gonna knock that out, and we're gonna
right.
start on the tree. It's like the last thing that we
Oh
have
my
to
God, you
do.
guys don't have your tree up?
No, because last week we were trying to do it last week, but the
Yeah.
inflatables took longer than expected because we were having some electrical hiccups, but we
Mm,
like troubleshooted it and figured it out. Like we kept
okay.
popping wires,
Oh,
because we've already had issues with this home on electric,
yeah,
like or out the outdoor electrical stuff. So we had an electrician come out. He added like some extra stuff, but he said it's just the way they wired it. It's
yeah.
not that it's bad. It's just the way that things are and how they're made nowadays. But my husband was able to bypass everything and figure out what was making everything pop and trip. So
Mm,
yesterday you saw my stories. I put up the big ass
I
Frenchie,
know,
and
I
he's
love it.
freaking glorious. He's so
Mm-hmm.
magnificent, I'm telling you.
I, it looks
And
so
like we
good.
looked at him. I gotta give you a video, but I'm still waiting on Stitch. I'm still
Yeah.
waiting on our very last inflatable. It's been held up in delivery. It
Oh,
keeps getting
okay.
delayed.
Oh,
So hopefully by today, like I'll get you a video of everything all lit up.
yeah, my kids
But
love
he's just
it.
magnificent and glorious. So first, before we started setting him in place, I was like, "Girls, who get me an extension cord? Let's run this. Let's turn it on, and let's make sure we don't pop anything." Because last thing I need is my husband coming out.
Oh gosh, I
I told you it was
know.
too much.
You're like, no, no, it's
I mean, I
just.
know it's too much, but it's perfect.
It
It's exactly what we
is.
needed.
And you went from
Because
saying
when you
no,
stare at things,
yeah,
yes, yes, yes. But when you stare at things, you're like, it just doesn't look finished yet.
yeah, it didn't. I know.
And that's what I kept looking at. I'm like, that spot looks so bare and sad. And now
Yeah.
it's perfect. And so if
Oh,
people are walking, like they're taking their dogs for a walk and they're up, like
oh
they're
my gosh. You should get, have you seen, well, it doesn't really snow, well, it doesn't snow there, but like the Grinch videos, have you seen them? Like the inflatables, but when it's snowing and there's like wind and it's just moving like all crazy. Have you seen those?
oh yes, yes,
I
yes,
love
yes.
those. And then, people just
Yes.
pair whatever music to it. It looks so good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, the inflatables are good. So,
I
anyways,
didn't
yeah,
realize that it would
yeah.
be such a hard thing for you guys to do because of the snow.
No, it's not. Lots of people have them up. Girl,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just
You're just I
lazy.
don't choose it for
I
me.
just choose not
You're
to
not
do it.
lazy.
I'm not
You just
lazy.
know your
No,
bandwidth.
exactly. Like we talked about. And honestly, it is. It's like that. And I could do it. I just don't want to. I don't want to take it
And
out
that's
and put it
fair.
out. And I'm already like really minimal with most things, even like Christmas decorations. I just have a few things that I put out there. I don't put out a lot. Even the Christmas tree is like very minimal. It's just the same decorations every year. And I've noticed the last couple of years I've pared that down too. So like I don't put as many ornaments up anymore. So I'll
Mhm.
probably be donating the ones that I haven't been using. So yeah, it's
I've been using the same ones for years too. I'm
yeah.
not the type of person that changes them out every year just because A, I don't
Oh
have the
my
space to
gosh.
store, and
Right?
B, I don't want to spend the money. Because honestly, it's like I'm okay with it. Like to each their own, right? If you
Yeah,
want a
yeah, yeah.
different tree every single year, or every other year, cool.
I
By all
th-
means.
I think
But like I'm at the point now.
yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, 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 go ahead.
Oh, I'm just at the point now where my kids pretty much decorate the tree. They know I do
Yeah.
the one basic thing, which is putting the ribbon, like the
You're
tool,
right.
and then I
Right.
zip tie it all up.
Yeah.
And then my big poinsettia flowers that I pop in there, the little picks, and then they just kind of go off and do whatever they want. And that's the
Yeah.
same situation with the inflatables. Is my oldest is she's out there with a freaking
Sweet.
mallet, like malleting them all. So it's
Yeah.
like it's cool.
That is.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's a family affair, so it's less daunting for me. Because back in the day, I'm sure like, because your
Oh
kids are
yeah.
still kind of on the young end too. Like,
Yeah.
it's daunting because a lot of the responsibility falls on you, so it's hard.
Yeah, and like I've noticed that with the older one now, he likes to help out. But even with the tree, like I don't know if it's me, but like I'll read this stuff and it's like, "Oh, do this and do that and decorating the tree with the kids is so magical and so, the memories." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, but it's really not that magical." I have
When
glass.
somebody's knocking something over, and you have glass ones.
I do. I have a lot of glass ornaments, so
Oh,
they do help, but like I don't find there's anything magical about it, and I don't think my kids are gonna remember like, oh, we put the tree up together every year, and it was so much fun because it's not like how many of us like do not we get like all, "Ugh," not
Yeah.
frustrated, but it is a bit when you have delicate ornaments. But I used to be that type of person that like the tree had to look perfect. Not anymore, man. Go ahead. They got a
No.
Happy
Yeah.
Meal the other day, and they got their little Grinch ornaments because they really wanted it, and
Oh,
they put those little stuffies up. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, do what you want. I don't
yeah.
care, right? But
Yeah.
I do wish, Carmi, that I had that house where you can just like, there's a hidden door, and you just click it, and you can just slide your tree in and out, and you never actually have to decorate it every
Oh, I mean, don't we
year.
all? I mean, don't we all? I mean, if money was no,
Oh my gosh.
if money wasn't a thing, of course. I know exactly what you're talking about, where it like opens up and it like comes out like all,
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But we were watching, my husband was watching Best Man Holiday,
Hmm.
and he's like all in his holiday feels, and it's
Yeah.
so cute to me. I'm like, oh, you're so cute, oh. And like they have like, I mean, because he's an NFL player and they have the grand tree in the
Yeah.
entrance, and of course they have all the trees. I'm like, man, if money was no object, like yeah, I'd be getting down with that. Like honestly, because
Yeah.
they probably hire people to do
Oh,
it
of
anyways.
course.
So
Of course. I mean, yes, there you go, right? And they probably just sit there and watch with their kids. No. We're
pretty
totally
much.
making
And they're like,
assumptions.
okay. They're like, it's okay. Now is the Instagram moment. Now it's the social
Yeah,
media
now
moment.
just put
Everybody
one
needs to hit
ornament.
record now. Everybody go. Photo op time.
The
Bullshit.
highlight reel. Or, the moms that are like, oh, yeah, exactly, like creating memories with my kids. So perfect. But it's
And
like
they
behind the
and
scenes, they're
literally like,
like, what are you
take your
doing?
glasses down,
Yeah.
don't touch anything. I'm gonna do everything, and then we'll turn on the camera and you just put the one on. And don't fuck it up.
Right. That's how it really is. Like, come on. Come on now.
It is like if you feel called out and triggered, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe there's something you need to look
Because
into
we ain't
about that.
perfect either. Because I'll do that. Like, watch it. That's glass. Watch it.
See, I can't even have glass. I have too many pets.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't even get
yes,
down like that.
yes, yes. They're gonna be bumping into that tree, I'm sure, quite
Oh
often,
yeah,
right?
because
So.
eventually, like the balls at the bottom end up in the little, like, what is it? The little tree collar,
Right, right,
because I
right.
have a little metal
Yep.
one. So they're like, the girls will look and be like, "Mom, Nixie was in there again," and I'm like, "I know, that's what it is."
That's awesome.
We just make sure like the nice ones that we like that. Well, I guess they're not necessarily nice. They're like the ones that hold like core memories for us.
Right.
I'm like, don't put those at the bottom. Put those
Yes.
towards the middle. Because
Yes.
luckily he's not a typical ginger where he like climbs up the tree. He just wants to like lay
Mm,
underneath the tree. So I'm
good.
like, okay, we're all right.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's move on to our
Oh,
topic.
do we have to?
I
Do we
know,
have to?
I
Just
know,
kidding.
I know. Not
Like
totally feeling
we
it
actually have to
today.
work. Do we have to
Yes.
work? We have to? Okay, fine. All right. And
All
then
right,
I'll keep
take
you guys
it,
in the
Carmi.
dynamic. Keep making like a hag. Okay.
I know, look at us. We're just like looking at ourselves while we're talking. I mean, who
I'm like,
doesn't?
I'm like, it's this dirty hair day, okay? All right. I knew I was going to put my ass to work today, so I didn't wash it last night.
Looks good.
Maybe we shouldn't have posted on YouTube.
Right?
And scene.
Yes.
Segue. All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Cycle, Redefining Weight Loss, Health, and Mom Life. And today, we're going to talk about maybe something that might be a little touchy. The whole new year, new me, the whole trend that goes on, how we feel about it.
Yeah.
This might be a little real, a little
Yeah.
raw, a little triggering, but it's going to come from a place of love.
Yes.
And we just want you guys to just kind of understand where we're coming from. So with that being said, I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to come out hot and heavy a little bit.
Okay.
I hate the whole new year, new me thing, but not for why you think, okay? I hate it just because it's under the assumption that you're not allowing yourself grace and space, like you say. It's under the assumption that you've completely failed, you've completely turned all the way off, and that you're just in an all-time low. And whether or not you are or you aren't, I just feel like you don't have to create this whole new persona or new me. Like for me, in my opinion, and how I look at it, the perspective of it is, how about let's become a new year, new evolved me,
Mm,
a better version of me. Let's do a little bit more work than what I did last year. Let's try to be a little percent better than I was last year. Because I feel like when you say new year, new me, you did absolutely nothing to work on you. And so that's what drives me nuts. Because did you really just turn all the way off and say, fuck it? It's
mm,
cool. I got next year to handle me. And that's kind of why I hate it. I just think that, do you have to have a little bit of like that external motivator or the internal motivator, whatever it is for you in that moment, where you set that goalpost and you're like, okay, for this year, I want to do this. This is my goal. Yes, I'm all good. I'm all for that. But I don't think that it's a whole like thing where you have to reset and create this whole new person because you fucked up the whole entire year. That's kind of why I hate it.
mm.
So I don't know if you want to touch on that.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, because obviously, as usual, Carmi and I don't usually come into this prepared. We just kind of riffed. I was kind of thinking about it, and I don't know. I think it's a this and that type of situation, more so,
Like it
either
depends.
or either or. Yeah, I think it's great to have a fresh start. Like, I think the new year is a great opportunity for you to, reset, if that's how you're looking at things. Because it's not bad to have, like, it is a motivation, right? It is an extrinsic motivation. The caveat being, like, what are you going what is your definition, or how do you define that going into the new year? New year, new me. Does that mean that, like you said, did you just say fuck it and do nothing at all year? And your intention is that you're going to do everything come Jan 1st, right?
Like straight overhaul.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that can be detrimental, for,
That's the one I hate.
yeah, for
That is the
some.
one I hate. Where you're going
Yeah.
into it saying, I'm going to completely overhaul my whole entire life.
Yeah, and that can be difficult, and it also can set you up without you even knowing it, because we talk about this a lot, just in generally speaking, with lifestyle changes, all of that. It can set you up, you know, to feel like you failed, and
Mm-hmm.
then go revert back to, all of the other things, and and it can put you in a worse position mentally as well. And so, cool if that's your goal and you want to reset. However, maybe go into it with, the thinking that we always talk about, the thought process of, like, okay, let's not do a whole overhaul. Like, what can I do? What is something that I can start with this year? Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and on the other hand, it's also, we talk about the Monday reset. We talk about always, like, starting over. Can we reframe that to be more so, hey, I'm not resetting, I'm not restarting. um it's just continuing. I'm
Yeah. It's
just
the
moving.
continuance.
Yeah, I'm just moving forward. And and I'll be honest, I had a few clients sign up last year in October, November. So a lot of people don't, because at that point they're just like, oh, fuck it. There's like 2 months left. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
bother.
I'll start in January.
Yeah, and those clients are still with me. Same thing this year. I had a couple of clients sign up, and I think that's great, because I think that you're going into it not with the all or nothing mindset, but with the, hey, like, I'm just going to do what I can. Let's
Yeah.
start. Like, I really do want a lifestyle change. And these changes, like, I mean, they're lifestyle changes. They're forever.
And it takes time.
And it takes
And
time,
it takes time. Yeah.
right?
But see,
Yeah.
that's my thing is
Yeah.
that, so it's like, it's setting the intention.
Yeah.
It's setting the intention that this is where I want to be. Like, this is the goal that I have set for myself. It's nothing too specific. It's just, for me, like, what I like to have my clients do is set like their intention for the following year. Like, what
Mm-hmm.
is the goal? What is the plan? Like, what do we expect to accomplish with our time together? Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I never want it to be like oh, it's a goal weight, or oh, it's this. Like, unless it's like somebody who's really high functioning, who's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a show, which again, I don't really think that I'm the type of coach that
No.
you should hire though, if you want to be in a show, because that's not really my niche in my
4K.
realm.
Yeah.
But, but if that's what you wanted, then, maybe I could help you, or maybe I could send you the right place or the right person. But it's really just looking at how the previous year went
Mm-hmm.
and auditing it for me,
Mm-hmm.
and saying, what did I do good? What did I do really well? What
Mm-hmm.
can I work on? And so
Right.
that's where I come in with like that really hard, tough love, like kind of like opinion on, like, I hate it just because it's like you're for me, it feels like you're saying that you did nothing well through the
Mm.
year. So it's like, did you do anything to start working on you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you start working on your triggers? Did you start identifying your triggers? Did you start working on your mental wellness? You did? Were you perfect? No? Cool. So then the intention is, let's continue that momentum into the new year to
Mm-hmm.
become more quote unquote evolved. And
Yeah.
that's why I hate like that whole like the new me. Maybe just because it's like I've gone through so many forms of myself
Mm-hmm.
that like none of my versions of myself do I ever regret, because they're all either lessons that I had to take to grow, or something that needed to happen for me. So I just have that really different outlook on certain
Mm-hmm.
things, where I'm not going to say I need to be a new person. I just need to be more evolved. I need to continue to grow.
Right, right. I look at that too, like just kind of what you're saying. The it's also the marketing, and it's also I'm trying to step back and place myself like kind of all those years, every year when I was, oh yeah, it's I'm going to change, I'm going to do this,
Mhm.
and I did tend to throw in the towel for the rest of the year. I didn't
But that
work
was
on it.
all of us.
Yeah, and again, like that's one big aspect of this that it comes down to, is that our intentions, or even just how we define it, and maybe what we've been conditioned to believe as well, like
Mhm.
that this is kind of how you do it, and maybe that's what you're thinking as well, like, yeah, like I have to overhaul everything, I have to
Yeah,
do
like the
it,
programming.
yeah, I have to do it all. And so going back to what we were talking about, like, cool, like that is cool to have that mindset. Just know that, like, you don't have to do it all, you don't, and
Yeah.
nor should you. Like, it hasn't worked
Mhm.
all these years, so like, why not start today? I mean, it's not a big deal, and you don't even have to like start, meaning like you have to start this whole diet, or this, you have to be in a calorie deficit, or
No.
no, it's just, why not, like you said, set your intention and just say, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna walk. That's it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk, and I want to start today, not the new year, not this, not that, and that's what I'm going to start with, and let's see where that goes. And
Yeah.
just that in itself, like if you start moving more, obviously there's so many benefits to it. Just having started that one habit, it helps propel you and build that momentum, also feeding off that energy of the new year. So it's not a bad thing,
Yeah.
right? Because
No.
we can hone into that energy and that momentum of the new year
Yeah.
and build from that. So,
Yeah, but you're
um,
right though. Imagine the momentum that you're already going to have underneath you if you just start with like one simple thing,
right,
whether it's movement or sleep or whatever it is, because now you're into the new year and now that momentum's going because you have all that programming that's getting shown to you on social media that, everybody's going. So like now everybody is like extrinsically motivating you because you see them going, but now
right,
you're two steps ahead of them. But
yeah,
then the other thing that you kind of circled back to is that part of it is because a lot of people haven't adopted this as their lifestyle, so that's why they feel like they have to overhaul it.
right,
But like, you have to understand that this became a lifestyle for you and I both, piece by piece.
right,
It wasn't all at once.
yeah,
And that's what the biggest thing that people need to understand. Like, you want it now, I get it. You wanted it yesterday, I get it. We wanted it yesterday, but guess what, it took a long time for us to get it, and we're still working at it.
yeah. I love that. It's come together piece by piece. It's like a big puzzle, and we're kind of always working on it. Like, I remember when I started almost 4 years ago, I told myself, I actually, just now that we're talking about it, I distinctly remember saying, okay, January 1st, right? Okay, no, January 2nd, because first is whatever. And it didn't happen. it didn't
Hmm.
happen. And, if I started for a few days, like it was just too much. I was trying to do too much. And then, okay, this is a weird thing. And then February, I started in February. I didn't start in January. I started in February. Um, but I had like that. I talk about it a lot. It was like, it was literally, I know some people hate that word, but literally speaking, I woke up and said, enough's enough. Like, fuck it. Right.
You hit your bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's, it, I was listening to actually Rich Roll, his podcast, and it's like, rock bottom, they say, and it's not, and I was thinking about what it means to me, and rock bottom means like a series of events like over time. And that was just my day where it was like, yeah, enough's enough, and I'm going to make that decision. Like, I choose to do things differently this time, and I choose to do this. Like, I want to change. And you electively, like, you have to make that choice for yourself. And it doesn't really, what it comes down to for me, and I always say this, is like, it's not about a certain date. It's not about like, oh, I'll wait till my birthday. It's a month from now, so fuck it. Or I'll wait. There is a level of readiness. I know you'll never be fully ready. I get that. And I don't even think, like, I think that there has to be, like, even if it's just a tiny, tiny bit, like, you are ready for change. And yeah, so for me, again, like, it was that same cycle of the new year, new year, new year. That just didn't work for me, clearly.
Yeah.
and
I mean, I don't think it works for a lot of people though, because I can attest to that too. Like,
yeah,
I don't think the New Year me ever worked for me. But
yeah,
then again, also I went into it always feeling defeated anyways.
yeah, it's
Because
deeply
of again
layered.
the programming and this like the whole cycle of going back and forth. So
Right,
that's the other issue with that. Is
right,
honestly too, maybe that's why I have such a negative connotation behind it, or a negative like feeling towards it, because I know for me that whole new year new me never worked. It never worked for me,
right,
and it always left me feeling defeated and broken and like I'm the problem. Like, why can't I
right,
do this? Other people can do this.
right. Right. I posted about that today. I mean, not so much, but yeah, just that kind of, hey, why can everyone else do it and I can't? Right. And
Yeah, but
and
it's
it
also you're looking at it from an outside perspective and an outside lens. Like,
yeah,
you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know what it
exactly.
took for that person to get there.
Yeah, yeah, and that's just it. And like, you touched on that, like, for both of us, it just happened slowly. And even now, as we sit here and speak about it, I was talking to my sister about the new year as well. I'm like, you know what? It's not, you said evolved. It is. It's just, we're evolving. Like, we're always changing constantly. We're always in this flux of change, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's and good or bad, or however you want to see it. Like, I'm reflecting on this past year, and could I have done more? Yeah. Could I have done things differently? For sure. But the way that I look at it now is like, well, no, it was all a learning experience for me,
Mm-hmm.
and we talk about this in practice. And, I've had this past year, for me, past year and a half, I'd say, like, I've had, it, I say ruts, like, I get into these ruts, but it's really like, I'm just dealing with a lot, and I'm still working at it and learning to navigate and all of that. But I feel like, going into, and again, it doesn't even have to be January, but this is just a social construct that we live within.
Yeah.
And there is a sense of feeling good about having this thought process of like, I'm going into the new year, and not that it's a reset, but that it's just like more opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be different. It's going to be different than it was. Hopefully better. I think it would be better, just because we are working on us and
Yeah.
whatnot. And so there is that feeling of like, you feel good about yourself, right? Like, you feel it.
Mm-hmm.
There is that attachment to the new year. And I don't think any of us can shake that. I don't know. That's just my
No, because
opinion.
I mean, I do get excited for the new year. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see what 2026 brings for me overall.
Right.
Like, because I've stated it in the past, like, I have specific aesthetic goals in the sense where it's like, I want to see how far I can take my body, but there's
Right.
nothing like super set in stone. It's like, I'm just excited to see what happens for me this year. And,
Yeah.
whatever happens, happens. I know that I can be happy with myself and satisfied with myself because I know that I'm showing up and that this is a lifestyle for me, that I haven't turned myself all the way off, that I've had to kind of try to adjust to the different levels of intensity based off of the
Yep.
season or the day. But that's okay
Yeah.
because I'm still always moving and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah. We're always kind of moving forward, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're ever I don't think we ever move backwards. I mean, even what if it feels like we're taking a step back, if anything, we're actually learning from that, right? And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I am excited about it because I do feel good about it, and like you, I'm excited about what this next year is gonna bring for me, and I can feel it. Like I can in my bones, I can feel it. Like I when when I look back at like the type of person and who I'm becoming, just even you and I were talking about it, and I was talking about it with another coach friend of mine, and I'm like, and my mentor, all of it, like even my messaging and the way that I show up on social media is changing. So professionally speaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way that I show up personally in my life, like I've seen the changes over the years. But again, like you said, I'm evolving. Like I can see that it's deeper, it's stronger, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm becoming how can I word this? Like yes, I'm becoming that person, but I think I'm identifying like my identity is getting stronger in that sense,
Yeah,
right?
your
Like
self-limiting beliefs are quieting a little bit
yeah,
more
and
because you have definitely blossomed
yeah,
like exponentially in the last year. And I've
right,
had this discussion with you where
yeah,
like I'm so happy that we created this platform for ourselves because like I know you, I knew you, I got to like see who
yeah,
you were, right, in real life and through like our discussions back and forth. But now like because we're here long form, like
yeah,
now the world gets to really see who you are and like you're stepping into your own voice
right,
and like your own power as a coach. Because I know that you and I both still suffer from that like self-doubt because we're baby coaches,
yeah,
what the hell do we have to offer people,
yeah. We
right?
do.
But
We
it's
sometimes do.
but the
Yeah.
thing is but the thing is we got to turn that off because like we're here for whoever we resonate with. We're
Yes.
not here for other coaches, we're here for who needs the help and who wants the help, and
Yeah.
this messaging will find whoever it needs to find.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And so there is something magical in that. So we're not here to deter or like, these are our opinions, our experiences. We want to share with you, and maybe again, like you said, maybe you resonate with that. And I don't know the exact research either, but that's not to say that like I haven't read that like having these goals are actually a positive thing. Like having New Year's goals are a positive thing. There's just so many different variables at play. And just
Yeah.
going back to what we were talking about, is your intention. Are you going in it with that same mindset, like a overhaul, lifestyle overhaul versus, small changes? And maybe you're not aware of that yet. Right. And it's funny, I was having this conversation with Andrew yesterday, my coach, and we were just talking about different things, but I was just saying, like, sometimes we just don't, some people don't know what they don't know. And
Mm-hmm.
if they're, because I will die on this hill. I started with Weight Watchers, and I've been doing it for so long on and off, right? Had I not met Andrew, had I not started coaching with him, had I not immersed myself in this world, I still think I would have been stuck in that same cycle because everything I was following was Weight Watchers, low points. How can I make things like super low, 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 low calorie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my algorithm again was reflective of that. That's what I was fed. I
Yeah.
didn't see, the things that like you and I follow a ton of coaches follow us. So we see this content all the time. Most people
Yes,
don't.
but the general person is not.
No, no, right? And
They're seeing what's loud and what's stopping the scroll and
yeah,
what's trendy. Right
Yeah.
now, what's trendy is GLPs and peptides and whatever crazy fad diet that's going to come full circle again in January. And that's exactly what you and I fell, under for quite some time.
Yeah.
You with
And
the Weight Watchers, me with the trendy fads, and
oh yeah,
it just
girl,
never
did it
served
all.
me.
Yeah, and like, and just taking a step back even prior to, we're talking about the new year, but even the marketing that you see with Christmas and the holidays coming up, and I know we've touched on this before, but it's like all of it's referring to the way you look. You're
Yes,
right,
yes,
and
and I'm
lose
glad you're bringing this home right
fat
now
and like body
because all of it
image and
is just highly, highly, highly focused on just the aesthetics. And do we want to look good? Yes, we're never trying to invalidate that, but
yeah.
like that's the problem for me. I'll speak on me personally.
Hmm.
My whole problem was I was always doing it for aesthetic reasons,
Yes, same here.
and
Yep.
that's why it never fucking stuck. So when
Yes.
I started just doing it, knowing that I needed this for my mental well-being and my physical well-being, that's when it all finally started to fall into place and get, dare I say it, easier for me to show up,
For
easier for
sure.
me to do the things.
Yeah, for sure. Like you see it. It's just like 6 weeks, and it starts really early. Like it starts in October, and it's like or November. 60 days left until the new year.
Yeah.
40 days left till Christmas, and it's like, well, for okay, if we're talking about let's just look at kind of where we've been. Can we make some changes? Cool. But when that messaging is completely attached to and correlated to body image, lose 10
Mm-hmm.
pounds of fat before Christmas so that you can show up. And I saw this on someone's post too, like you can show up to your parties and look good in your dress and fit into those clothes. It's like, is that all we're focusing on? Because when exactly what you said, when we focus on just that, that does not resolve the stuff that's going on inside. It does
Yeah.
not, you know it doesn't help anyone at all, because the stuff
Yeah.
that we should be looking at is outside of the scale and outside of aesthetics and what your body looks like you can get.
Mm-hmm.
I have gotten to that weight, and so have you, doing the most extreme forms of exercise and dieting, and I've been like 115 pounds. It never stuck. I was never happy. I talk about
Yeah.
this a lot. It never, like, that feeling of happiness that you think you're going to get. And, whether it's because of external validation that you need from others, like maybe you think that's going to make you feel good. It doesn't. And that's
No.
why it's not sustainable, why it never sticks. Right. And so
Yeah.
this
Sometimes I wonder if
starts.
it's because
Yeah.
no, well, sometimes I just wonder if the reason why we get to those quote unquote goal weights and
Hmm.
we're still not happy is because we did it in such a miserable way
Yeah, that
that we
too.
can't be happy.
Yeah, that too, for sure. Like, it's not always deep for every single person. I don't know. This is just my opinion, but I'd argue that for most it is.
For most of us, it is
It
though,
is.
because
Yes.
it does. Even though you don't think it's deep, like the way we've been programmed, and I'm going to say this a lot, and I've said it a lot lately, is because it is. It's a lot of it is programming. It's how we've been
Hmm.
programmed to think. Whether you want to believe into it or buy into it or not, it is. Because
Hmm.
the way that things are popped into our face and drilled into our brains, the way that advertisements are starting to pop up on your Instagram is because it's the algorithm is learning you and it's learning what you're looking at. So yes, we are programmed, and it's up to
Yeah.
you to understand like this is being shown to me for a reason. Like, what is it, question all of it. And
Yeah.
I
I don't
don't
know.
know,
I feel
it's
like I know, like, that's just, and for both you and I, like, that's just not the way that I roll. Like, I can't put out a post saying like, oh, let's get you down 10 pounds in 8 weeks or
no,
six
I fucking won't.
weeks. I can't, like, because
I
for
won't.
me, that's not what it's about, right? It's not, for us, it's not,
Not even
that's
just that
not.
though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the context that it lacks, because
Yes.
that's assuming this is somebody who only has 10, 15 pounds left to lose. What about the person who has 60, 80 pounds to lose? So you're promising them to lose weight to feel confident. Do you think that if the person who has to lose 60 or 80 pounds, only getting them to lose 10 pounds is going to make them be able to show up confidently at the Christmas party? No, they're still going to feel unhappy.
Because
That's
there's
still not where they want to be.
and because there's
So
other
stop
stuff going
with the
on,
fucking
right?
dumb fuckery. Yes.
I know. I mean, again, it's all how you market, and I don't know. I see it in the space a lot, and I mean, I'm not gonna, it doesn't invalidate you as a coach by no means at all. It's That's just not how I roll, and that's it. And I know that's not how you roll, and we are so much more than just aesthetics. Aesthetics definitely will always play a role, but it sucks that women have to see this, you know, even going into the new year. Like, how do you think, Carmi, like that would impact you, like say, just generally speaking, like your opinion, how would that impact someone, a woman looking at that even before going into the new year, seeing that type of messaging, trying it, maybe not succeeding, and then saying, okay, now I'll wait till the new year, and then doing it again. And it's just like, I don't know, I think this type of messaging, it's
Well,
like you
A,
said,
that
it's
would make me feel
ingrained.
like yeah, it would make me feel like there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to show up as I am.
Right.
Like, okay, so I've got a little extra weight right now. Does that take away from who you are as a person? Does that make you less of a good human? Does that make you less of a nice and kind person? So are you telling me that you showing up at 140 pounds versus 130 pounds makes you more of an asshole? Like, what is
Right.
it? That's how I interpret that. Like, how come we
Hmm.
can't just start doing something to take care of you? Whether, like you said, full circle moment, just starting to get in more walking and more movement in, and just start with that little basic step and just show up to the party and
Right.
know that you are working on you.
Yeah.
And then know that if you consistently start doing this, that one little thing, and you start adding on and tacking on things throughout the next following year, come 2026, that Christmas party in 2026, you're going to show up better.
Right.
And you're going to keep showing up better each year to that Christmas party, because now you've got all that momentum underneath you, all that practice, all those reps. And so now
Confidence.
it's your lifestyle.
But confidence, right? Because that's where
Mm-hmm.
confidence
Yeah.
comes from. And we've talked about this before. It doesn't just come from you reaching a goal body weight and now your confidence. Because fuck, we know we've been there. I've wore a fucking mask
I've
for
never been
years.
confident.
Yeah. Whoa, no, no, no. No,
Yeah.
we were just on the outside. Like
Yeah.
oh, I
Okay.
know for me, like I know for me, like I was, I had people tell me most of my life, like, you're so confident, wish I could be like you. And
Yes.
it
That
was
was the
just
mask that we put
masking.
out there. We wanted
Yeah.
people to think we were confident because
Yeah.
we were trying to use that to mask our insecurities. Yes, absolutely. I
Right.
was very well versed in that.
And the confidence for us, and something that we share with our clients, and it doesn't come from that. It comes from showing up for yourself in a way that feels good for you, for your life, for your
Yeah.
body, for your mind, for your soul. Like, I know, like, sometimes this stuff might sound, what do they say, woo woo, but it's not.
Mm-mm.
It is so real. And when we start doing things for ourselves, and like you said, like, it could, and it's not like just 10 pounds, it could be 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. But I know, even when I lost 50 pounds and I still had like tons to lose, but at that point, I felt good. And I did show up to Christmas and with my family. And yes, it wasn't where I wanted to be, but I felt good. And I could be immersed and present even then.
Yeah.
Actually then, not even then, but like I was able to be present and immersed then. Something I wasn't able to do before, even at my smallest, in my smallest body, right? Like, that just
Mm-hmm.
never happened because I was restricting, dieting, or doing something
Yeah. I was gonna say.
extreme all the
Yeah.
time during the holidays or
Yeah.
whenever. And so, yeah, and so that's why, like, we'll always just say, like, just do something now, who cares? Yes, you can have new year, new me type of energy, and but feed off that, when you get there, but start now, build that momentum now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just the small stuff. And Hell, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't start like that. All I started was with tracking and just looking at my food quantity. I didn't even look at my food quality, right? And that's
Yeah.
how I went about it. I didn't even start walking till like 6 months into my journey. So it
But
can
it
be
was still
anything. It was
something.
something. Yeah. So it can be anything. It can look
But we've
what
talked
it looks
about that
like for you.
before in
Yeah.
previous episodes.
Yeah.
We've talked
Yeah.
about that. Like, pick something. Pick one or two things that doesn't seem daunting to you in this moment.
Right.
That way you can feel good about yourself. Like, it's all about boosting that ego a little bit, right? So if
Yeah.
going to the gym seems too daunting for you right now, cool, don't do it.
Right.
But if walking and like increasing your steps is like a very low level barrier of entry for you where you can start to feel good about yourself, by all means, sis, go
Right.
do it. Because we all
Right.
need a little ego boost every once in a while. We're
Yeah.
human. It's okay.
Yeah, and it might not have anything to do with food or tracking or this or that. It just might be, again, just as simple as movement, or drinking
Or,
water. What if you're not
yeah.
drinking any
Or finally
water?
scheduling that therapy appointment because you know
Yeah.
that you didn't show up your best
Yes.
self because
Yes.
you're highly triggered and you're always in fight or flight. And now you're like, this is the year where I fucking get my CNS under control.
Right.
Great. Because
Right.
Lord knows that that was a big thing for me over the last 2 years.
Yeah, for
Like the
both of
fact that I'm so
us.
fucking regulated, like
I know.
85% of the time, I'm gonna say 85%.
Yes.
85% of the time, that's fucking huge for me.
It
I used to go
is.
into work like spiraling because I just couldn't deal with people because like they're so unregulated and I'm so unregulated and the two of us like our interaction is just making me spiral. Now I'm just like,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
it's a you thing. It's a
Yeah.
you thing, not a me thing. So I refuse. I will not surrender my energy. Nope.
No, and it can be like the boundary stuff. So just, expanding on that, it could be the boundary things, it can be saying no, it could be whatever protects your peace. It could be going into the Christmas season and being able to say no to some things and yes to others. Right? Like it's just learning more about yourself. But
Mm-hmm.
nervous system regulation is huge, huge.
It
It's,
is.
it's just such a big part of this, and we'll continue to like beat that down.
But I think it's because we resonated with it so much because it's something that you and I have inadvertently had to work on
Yeah.
because we're like, why can't we still figure out this shit? And we're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
because I'm so dysregulated. That's why.
Yes.
Like that's the
Yes.
missing piece. That was a missing piece for me.
Right.
And it's
It is.
honestly, it's the best fucking thing I could have done for myself because I'm just showing up better. And like,
Yeah.
even though I'm not perfect and I become a little dysregulated at times, I'm able to dial it back and understand, like, either A, take accountability for it and tell my kids, hey, listen, it wasn't you, it was me. I'm
Yep.
sorry. Or it was the, how can I do better next time? What can I do next time to avoid that situation or to navigate it just a little bit better to where I'm
Right.
not blowing up at people? Because at that
Yeah.
moment, that was a me thing.
Yeah. And not engaging, what's that line, like, no opinion is still an opinion or something like that. Like having no opinion is an
Pretty
opinion, right?
much.
Like, yeah. And like
Yeah.
something I've learned, like, just zip it, like, no need to engage, walk away when you need to walk away.
Because it's not worth it
Any of
sometimes.
those things.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because usually the people that you want to like pop off and mouth off to, it's not worth it because they're not willing to listen and
Right.
receive.
Right.
Because they too have a lot of shit to unpack. And it's like, where are you really going to get other than
Yeah.
getting your nervous system up, your blood pressure up, and you just, you being disrupted in your peace. Like, it's just, I've learned that a lot with certain people and interactions with people who I
Right.
know are my triggers. And you and I have privately had conversations about where I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm at a point where it is what it is. They are how they are. I can't change them, but I sure as shit can change or learn how to navigate it differently for me
Yeah. And
to
for,
where I'm still at peace.
yeah, and for both you and I, like you said, the last couple of years. So when, yes, we've been working on a lot of other things as well, but going into the new year for me, I know that, like, just to touch a little bit more on this is more about me and like who I'm becoming again. And that has to do with the nervous system regulation, right? Like learning more about
Mm-hmm.
me and how I react and how I regulate, and, in different situations. And that improves the quality of my friendships and relationships and all those things. Right. And so I think
Yeah.
for me, when I look at what's to come, it's just more of that, and more bringing more compassion into this world. And
Yeah.
and it's the little things, like, and I see myself doing it, and it it's like I'll randomly, if we're going out and stuff, like I'll randomly tip give a big tip to someone,
Mm-hmm.
in cash too,
Yeah.
because you know how that is. Or just simple things like smiling, saying hello more to
Mm-hmm.
strangers. um
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm looking at like where I can affect change within myself and others, more at a local and individual level. Um, so yes, okay. So for me, I am going to go into two kind of small fat loss phases here in the new year's. Mind you, I haven't been in one for a very long time. I've tried, wanted to, but didn't happen. So it's going to happen here in, January, and then April. And I'm hoping that, not hoping, I know this is going to be kind of the last uh, bit of it for me. And so my focus is me. And then, like, eventually it's just like focusing on building more muscle and maybe putting some more time to that part of my life. I don't know what that's going to look like because I can't predict that, but those are my
Mm-hmm.
intentions, and we'll see what
Mm-hmm.
happens. Right. And
Yep.
so I'm excited. I am excited. So it's more of a one door closing or one chapter ending and another one starting.
Starting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the
Yeah.
beginning or the end of a book. We're still in the middle.
Yeah.
Right.
The ending isn't until you get buried or cremated,
Yeah.
in my opinion. The
Exactly.
beginning is the beginning is when you were birthed, and everything
Yeah.
else is just chapters. So this is, for me, this is chapter 41. For you, this is chapter 44,
Five coming. I'm
43,
turning
45.
45.
Oh,
In yeah.
okay, 45. Well, see, there you go.
Oh, girl, we'll be celebrating in Vegas because it's a couple days before my birthday. So
There we go. See, I
yeah.
mean, full circle.
Um.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing, is, you know what, like, is it great to set goals? Yes. I mean, you and I, so you're gonna be taking a fat loss phase, so am I. um I don't know, I'm hoping at some point I get to a place where I'm ultimately satisfied, where I
Yeah.
don't have to take a fat loss phase anymore, because I'm kind of over it. But
Yes. Oh, aren't we all?
I do have a little bit of vanity,
Yes.
behind me, where I'm like, okay,
Of
let's just
course.
keep it
Yeah.
going. But like I said, it is what it is. And for me, I just look forward to 2026, because it just means that we're one step closer to Vegas and all
Yeah.
being together again under one roof. And
Yes. I
I
know.
mean, I'm just super excited to see how much more you and I become
Yes.
evolved as podcast hosts, as friends,
I
as
know.
moms and humans. Like, it's just really cool to watch,
And
because even
even,
if you
yeah.
go back and watch episode 1 to now, like, we've already
I don't even
exponentially
want
evolved. Like,
to.
it's but it's just
Oh.
really cool when this becomes your lifestyle, and knowing that, like, you've got to just take care of you and make you a priority. Like, it's it's limitless for you. Like,
Yeah.
but, like, it's just to the stars and to space. Like, whatever you want, like, just go for it, and don't be afraid for it. And also, like, don't cap yourself with a timeline. Don't say you have to look like this, because that's another thing that drives me fucking insane, is
Mm.
like, because I was like that too, where January 1st would come and it's new year, new me, and it's like, it's only about aesthetics, and it's like, oh, because summer's coming, I'm only
Mm.
worried about fucking summer.
It's always
But, like, I wasn't
something.
worried about, like, yeah, I
Like,
mean, yes, does it help? Like, you're like, okay, it's summer, I want to look good, so does that motivate or help? Yeah, but, like, what then? Summer comes,
mm-hmm.
and then what next?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so much better, more like, I'm so much better of a human being now, knowing, like, yeah, do I want to look good in the summer? Yes, but that's not my main motivating factor. Like, it's just, this is my lifestyle.
Yep.
Again,
Yeah.
this is my lifestyle. This is just how I am. This is how I show up. And honestly, I fucking feel way more confident knowing that even though I do have a little extra quote unquote fluff right now,
Mm-hmm.
because, I am in maintenance, which is normal.
Yeah.
This is actually my normal body when I'm in, after I take my cut and I'm more lean. Like, that's not my normal body. This is my normal
Right.
body. Like, I'm still okay in this normal body because I still look like a fit person. So
Yeah.
what about that? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Think
it
about
feel
that.
that feels good, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And so yeah, it's not that both things can be true. You can, yes, new year, new me is great. Also, what can you do today for yourself? Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like you can do both. You can have both because clearly you and I do. We
Yeah.
see we see both sides of it. And
Because
yeah.
we know that it's important. Like, we're general lay people at the end of the day. Like, so we identify as just, normal people.
You.
We don't have anything crazy.
We
Like,
identify
yeah,
as
we're
you,
just
the
like you.
listener, right?
Like, do I want to go have pizza with my kids today? Yes. I mean, they don't know that yet, but like, have I been craving pizza? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not something that's like gonna like make me shit spiral because it's like, oh my god, it's the pizza. No, it's not the
Right.
pizza. It's everything that I fucking did up until the pizza.
Right. Oh man. Yes, it's just, practice again, lifestyle. It's practicing this lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's a lifelong endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Lifelong
Yeah.
endeavor. And it feels good though. It really does
Mm-hmm.
feel good, and it just takes time. And so we'll always come back to this. Like it's just letting go of that timeline. And maybe if, and I know our listeners, like they already probably resonate with this, but just, if you could do something differently this time around, I'd say letting go of the timeline is a big factor,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
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 Like, look into this month and set an intention for the following year of 2026 and say, what can I do better?
Yeah.
How much better can I be today? Like, what type of person can I be today in 2026 if I just started taking action?
And
If
it's
I
doing,
just
yeah.
started doing things and didn't stop.
And just being honest with yourself and doing a real kind of honest look into your life and auditing that. And it's like, wanting to make that change, and then how do you initiate that change, and what steps can you put in place to, you know, actualize and actually see it through, and, be tangible for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be a lot. And we'll always go back to
No.
that. It doesn't have to be a lot.
And
It
don't
just has to,
compare.
yes, it just has to work for you and fit the parameters of
Mm-hmm.
your life as always. Again, something like a post to say fitness doesn't have to be your whole life,
Yeah.
but it should be a part of your life, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how
Yeah. Because I
much,
saw somebody.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and what piece of that pie does that look like for you? And it could just be, 1/8 of the pie, and that's okay.
Yeah. But
Right.
it's at least a piece of the pie. It's
Yeah.
a little sprinkle of it, and that's fine because it's kind of like what I was gonna say. I saw somebody post that they hate going to the gym 5 days a week. Okay, then don't go to the gym
Then
fucking
don't.
5 days a week.
Yeah.
How many days can you tolerate? Two?
Right.
Cool. But also with that, manage your expectations. Understand that you're not going to look like an IFBB pro if you only go to the gym 2 days a week, but be okay with that.
Yeah. And
Because understand that that's where your bandwidth is at this moment.
that's kind of
And
like
that's okay too.
me. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the way I look. I might not like have super defined muscles and stuff like that, but I know it's under there, and I'm working on it, and it's just going to take years.
You're like, it's there. I
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
it.
there's little muscles in there, and even when I lose the fat, like, will you see a teeny bit more? Probably, but just a teeny bit. But it's okay. Like,
but
I'm,
here's but here's the
yeah,
thing with that. You're being gentle with yourself about it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
are
I'm
being
okay with it.
understanding with yourself about it.
Yeah,
You're like, this is where I'm at. This is me. This is what I can handle.
yeah,
Like, you're not trying to compare yourself to me or to Lauren Simpson or whoever else that's
yeah,
like, it's just you're like,
yeah,
I'm just not there.
yeah. Stop the comparing. Like, honestly, the minute that I talked to my coach and we adjusted my workouts so that they're much shorter, I've been more consistent than I ever have. Right? So
But
it's
how
awesome.
amazing is that though?
It's
Because it
awesome.
required you
Yes.
to be honest,
Yeah.
right, with yourself and with him. And then he was like, okay, cool, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
And just did an audit for you. But see, he couldn't do that audit for you if you weren't honest enough with yourself and with him. And that's where the
Exactly.
coaching process is so lovely because, a lot of times the people will blame coaching as the reason why they're not getting results. But I would argue, are you being an active participant in the
Right.
coaching process? Because it matters. You
Yeah.
can. I've watched people. They jump from coach to coach to coach to coach. I have somebody who was with me, and I will be honest with you, and I'll sound like a dick. Didn't give the coaching process
Yeah.
the participation it required.
Right. Right. For sure.
Tried to do it on their own, couldn't. Went with somebody else. It still
Yeah.
wasn't working. Now with somebody else,
And
and
that's
it's like
okay.
you can coach them
Yeah.
all you want, and maybe I just wasn't your cup of tea, and that's
Yeah.
okay. But you also have to understand that if you're being provided the education and the knowledge, but you're not
Right.
doing the inherent work to be participating in the process, there's not a whole lot I can do for you as a coach. Because
Right.
I, aside from showing up and doing the workouts for you, it's still not going to get you the progress. It's going to get me the progress
Right.
because I'm doing
Right.
your workout.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, for sure. Carmi, can I put you on hold 1 second? Sorry.
You're
Whew.
okay.
We'll talk
Here
after
we
about
got
that. Okay.
we got weak bladders. Sometimes if we gotta go, we gotta go.
No. Yeah, no, with the whole coaching thing though, I'm with you in the sense that like sometimes, yeah, maybe you just weren't the right fit. Maybe she was looking or she or he was looking for something different. And that's okay, right? Like you said, we're not your cup of tea, cool. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. That threw me off.
That's okay. A little intermission.
Yes, yes. And I'm totally like, woo, okay. Anyways, I think we can cap it there, right? Like,
Yeah. So I'm going to cap it and end it with this.
yeah.
To our listeners, to anybody who stumbles upon this, set the goal. Because yes, is it a great external motivator? Absolutely. Like
Mm-hmm.
you said, there's like published studies
Yeah.
on it. Yes. Set those things, those milestones that you want to hit. But don't have them so specific. And set the year off with some type of intention of where you want to be from that day, a year from now. Like, what are your expectations for yourself? Like, and don't have it just be something that, I guess what I'm trying to say is manage your expectations around it. Understand your
Mm-hmm.
bandwidth. Be honest with yourself with it. But set a goal. Set a goal. It's great to have a goal, but don't overhaul your whole entire fucking life because
Yeah.
that's just not where it's at.
And just focus on, like we always say, focus on the process, not the outcome. Set it, forget it. Right?
Set it and forget it.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Well, all right.
yeah.
If
So,
you
well,
guys are also looking for that help and you are resonating with either myself or Dal, like we both have coaching spaces available. I think Dal, you do, right? Or
sure.
you capped.
Sure. No, I'm kidding.
As it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, oh, maybe I should have double checked.
No.
Because I know that you are at pretty high capacity right
Yeah,
now.
I'm good. No, I'm good. Reach out. Yeah, you know what? Always reach out because, like Carmi said, going back to it, we might not be the right coach for you, but we may be.
Mhm.
So yeah, reach out if you need that help and just start whenever. Just start.
Yeah.
Just do something.
Yeah.
Right?
Give yourself 6 months. 6 months to just set that intention, get that momentum going. What do you have to lose?
It all
It's an investment
compounds.
in you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if you guys are watching on YouTube, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Spotify, turn it off. Go to YouTube and still hit the subscribe button.
And on Apple, everything. No.
On everything, please. It does help us. It will help us at some point. I don't know
Yes.
when, but it
Yes.
does help us because at some point, if we're able to earn a little bit of monetization on something, it would be fabulous. Not that we'll stop doing it if we don't. We're here still
No.
showing up, but
Yes. This is
That'd
our
be cool.
opportunity. Like, again, we were talking about it yesterday, and it's just like two girlfriend. It's like a girlfriend power hour. I don't know.
Mhm.
Like we just,
It is, yeah.
it's our opportunity to chat with you guys, catch up ourselves, and in this day and age, you know, friendships, relationships are just so crucial, and to nurture
Hmm.
those. And so, yeah, we love it. We love being here.
Yep.
So, with
And my
that,
kid thinks that I'm famous because she sees me on YouTube now. She's like, "You're famous. You're like Salish. You're like Salish Matters." And I'm like, "Not quite, baby. Salish Matters makes
oh,
millions, and I don't make any."
yeah, yeah, not even close. All right, with that, we will see you next week. And yeah, we've said what we had to say. So, bye.
Bye bye.